spoiled us. It's a good thing you started your own hairline, because let me tell you, you've changed your hairstyle so much that I think if you were to stop for a long time, I'd be like, wait. So Shelly-Ann, the same Sosa hairstyle, you know how Jamaicans are. You know, once you start, you're committed. So you definitely needed your own line.
One time I took out my extensions and I went to training, so I didn't have any extensions. Of course, everybody was looking at me at training. I was like, what happened? I was like, I can't wear my own hair. My hair is long. And
That's
I'm
right.
like, yeah, but anyway, when you can put on back some fuzz, yeah, it's like, all right, tomorrow.
There you go. Rasta Runner, who are your biggest rivals this year, and which athlete from history do you think you would like to have to run against?
Okay, my biggest rival, as I've always said tons and tons of times, everybody's my rival. Once you line up in the lane to compete with me, you're a rival.
So no people, it's not just Carmelita and Alison. She considers
Carmelita.
everybody
I
a rival.
consider everybody a rival because nobody's training to come third and fifth and sixth. Every single person, no matter how much you feel like you're slow or you're not running the time that I'm running, they want to be the ultimate. Everybody, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with believing that you're the best at whatever it is, even if there's somebody there that's doing so well. You know, it gives you the confidence to work hard and to do well in whatever it is you do and not put yourself down. So that's me. I believe that, you know, it's fine if you say, oh, I want to run you, Shelly. There's nothing wrong with that. What you do for me is give me motivation.
Absolutely. I'm not sure with Rasta Runner's second part, which athlete from history
Would I like
dead
to run with?
and or alive, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, you know, since I'm not really a, trust me, I love track and field now, but back then I wasn't one of those persons who followed up. So I can't give you no times of who ran what in what Olympics, what year, all of that. No, I don't know. But I would definitely would have liked to run like Gail Devers and Merlin Otte, of course. Those are some persons that I would like to compete with.
And you know, I will put it out there, you know, there's a lot of controversy with Gail Devers and whether or not she's so for you to say you would have, you know, liked to run with her. We know how people say, you know, why you want to run, but I think at the end of the day, you know, very amazing athlete. I've watched some of her races back then, and I also liked her fashion sense. Yes. So I'm guilty of that. But Chrissy, favorite lunch spots in Kingston. Now, Chrissy, I would love to hear this as well, because again, Shelly-Ann travels so much. I assume when she is here, probably have her food delivered just to get a little break. But do you have a favorite lunch spot?
Not really. I don't really do lunch. What? My husband is a chef, by the way.
Yes. Oh, we forgot that. Jason does the cooking, people, so she just eats at her table.
Yeah, I eat at home most times. I would go over or he bring lunch. But, you know, I do visit KFC and Burger King and all those other places. But I'm not a frequent or visit of any particular lunch spot. I don't really have a
So once again, we say Shelly-Ann, she's quite normal. She eats fast food like the rest of us. She indulges just like everybody. Even though she's the fastest woman, her diet is not very rigid, at least I assume in the off season. So, other than Jamaica, where else in the world would you rather be?
Wow, where do I go? I would love to be in Italy.
Summer, you are in Italy, so we need to watch out because Shelly-Ann was in Italy for summer.
Yeah,
they are love developing for Italy.
Yes, because I wouldn't say when I'm in Italy, it's for training. I don't go anywhere more than from my hotel to the track. Maybe I go to the park, but you know, I would love to go there on a vacation to just experience the, you know, all of it. But I do love being in Italy. It's really, really nice, you know, there, and it's so warm. It's almost the same weather like us in the summer.
I was just about to ask you if the weather plays a role in that.
Yeah, it definitely.
And I assume
hot.
the food is.
And the food, of course, the pizza. I'm in
Lots
love.
of cheesy breads.
I say, listen, I'm in love with Italian pizza.
So Italy, you get your shout out, Shelly-Ann. If she had to choose, she would be in Italy. Okay. Comment here, Shelly-Ann. Which new up-and-coming female track star? Now, this is a good question, and I'm sure with champs coming up, let's hear, because whoever Shelly-Ann's name called, I am definitely going to champs, and I'm looking for that person to say, you know, Shelly-Ann, I have her eye on you, and she has the confidence. So, Shelly-Ann, Which have you been able to watch the up and coming athletes? Because
Yes,
you know,
I
know
do
you've
watch
been.
the athletes.
So do you have a favorite you want to put out there? Marlene has declared her hand. You know, Marlene is saying Olivia James and Sharika, they're gonna do big things, and I know those girls personally myself, and they're already doing great things, and I too feel that they're going to do even better.
Yes,
So.
I mean, Sherika Jackson is definitely one of the persons I've seen compete, and you know, she's very.
She's a future Shelly-Ann. She's goal oriented. She
Goes
gets out there
for
and
it.
delivers.
She gets it and she delivers. But I would definitely have to say, you know, Shauna helps.
Shauna, I just about to say, if Shelly-Ann don't sit down here and call Shauna.
I would definitely say Shauna helps.
And it's not because she's a Woolmers, you know.
And I said Johnny Smith from Woolmers as well. They are doing really, really fantastic, you know, they are Woolmers. And I'm serious, it's not because I went to Woolmers, but it's because of what I've seen in them, you know, and what I've known them for a long time and watched them grow and do so well each year. And it means that they're taking their training very serious. So I do think that they'll be definitely ones to watch. And separate and apart from high school, we do have some athletes who are out of school and in the college system who are, some of them are even training with me and they're doing really well. So you'll definitely be looking on for some of the same athletes who I train with are members of other clubs to come and want to take some
Genevieve from home.
Genevieve Russell, she does the 400 hurdles,
okay.
And she's doing fantastic. She trains with us as well at MVP, and she's doing well. You have Stephanie McPherson, you have Natasha Morrison, you have Elaine Thompson, you have so many young athletes that we have that are training really well. So I definitely think that track and field in Jamaica is in good hands.
Some people, you need to come to Champs. If you don't know who Shauna Helps is, trust me.
You need to come to
like her name says, helps. Last year she helped.
Yeah.
So and Shelly-Ann has put it out
gold
there.
medals.
And you can't miss her now. Just as petite as Shelly-Ann, but very big on the track. So don't miss Champs. Track training is very hard. From Alexia Swift Brown. What keeps you motivated? Other than the medals, come in with us about the medals too. But you know, and the fact that you really love the sport. You know, what does keep you motivated?
I believe that, you know, listen, that's all done. If you want to get something done and do it well, you have to do it hard. You have to put in the work. So training is absolutely dreadful. But what keeps me motivated is the fact that I believe that I have a purpose. I believe that, you know, one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing is because God has given me a purpose. You know, and He has also given me the talent to go out and to compete and to inspire persons, and also at the same time, you know, make it known that He's the reason for all the success and everything that's happening. So I definitely believe that that's one of the things that keep me motivated, because this platform has given me the opportunity to reach persons, to, you know, get to our young people, to tell them, you know, this is, you know, who you are in the future, you know, does not deter, in the past does not determine who you are in the future. No matter where you're from, if you're from an inner city or you're from a poor family or you're from, you know, nobody or whatever, you're an orphan or whatever it is, the fact is, you know, once you believe in your potential, believe in yourself, and just have that drive to succeed at whatever it is you choose to do. Because too many of us believe that, oh, whatever it is that we need to do have to get us a lot of money. No. What we need to do is what we love and the passion that's in us to do it continually, because you need to be happy with what you do. You know, and that's it for me. I'm contented in what I do. So if tomorrow morning I go out and I compete and I get a bronze medal or 4th place or 5th place, I'm so content because I love what I do and I know that I worked hard and that's what I got, but that's not the end. Absolutely. You know, I can use that as a motivation to continue and do well and continue to just work hard and just try and inspire a person. So that's part of my motivation in a nutshell.
I actually want to say I'm motivational because I know, Shelly-Ann, what you didn't say, which I thought you would have said, you know, just the feeling of winning, like, you know, when you win. I want to go back to 2007, and I want to, you know, because when I read, obviously I like to prepare myself, I don't just go out there blankly, but I want to go back to 2007 with what happened with, you know, you literally brought the tears. You know, of course, you thought you're just going for a nice trip and a, you know, front view of the races with no intention to participate, and having to but to be intimidated by your fellow team members, and then having the courage now to go out there because, you know, kill it dead, you better deliver, because so like, you know, it's do or die, you know, from that point to now, we're talking, this was like 7 years ago, to go from the timid little, fearful, frightened Shelly-Ann to the fastest woman in the world. You know?
2007 was definitely an eye-opener for me, I must admit. When I went there, the intention was just to go there and just enjoy the ride.
Time, of course, why not?
I was like, okay, I'm going to Japan.
You're young, let the veterans do the work.
I put on the clothes and I sat in the stadium and watched the races and eat and put on weight and all these things. But then, lo and behold, I was called upon to run the anchor leg in the heat of relay. And I was like, no, I'm not running. And of course, you know, I was so frightened and, you know, nervous at the same time. My hands started to sweat, and that's not like me. And of course, instead of getting, you know, the encouragement from some of the teammates, they were like, make sure I didn't go and drop the baton and make sure this. And I was like, oh my God. No, they're leaving it to me to finish the race. Now I was super nervous, so I started to cry. And of course, at that time, my coach heard that I was crying, and he called and asked why I was crying. And I was explained to him that, well, next year, them time here, none of them girls will be running leave you. I'm like, man, I wasn't even putting on any practice. But the fact that I went there and I saw the athletes compete, I saw the glory in their eyes when they crossed the line in first, how they celebrated, how it made them feel.
Yeah.
I went to even like training sessions and I see how hard they worked in training, and I came back with something different. I came back, you know, with a renewed spirit, wanting to just work. And I just worked. So when it was time for me to step on that track, I had no fear, and that's one of my routine as well. I definitely tell myself every time before I compete, there's no fear.
No fear.
No fear. I fear absolutely nothing.
Shelly-Ann, are you coming to Doha for the Diamond League? I know your schedule is not really put out there, so feel free, you know, if you're not able to answer the question, it's fine.
Doha, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what's on for as far as competing is. There are some things that I know are definite, like the pen relays are definite for me. The May meets are definite as well. But as far as the Diamond Leagues are concerned, I don't know which of the Diamond Leagues I will be going to. That's not yet.
Now Roland has a, who is this, CR7 boss. Football fan. Football is not a track, this is not track and field chat. We don't talk football, but you know, we'll try and entertain you. If so, favorite international team for World Cup. This is actually, I know nothing about football.
Okay,
so.
alright. I am a football fan, because of my husband.
I just about to have Jason has anything to do with that.
Because of my husband as well, I'm a football fan. But I'm going to say I have two teams, and I have two teams. I like Italy. I carry Italy because we stay there so often every year.
I just almost like very concerned with this Italy coming up every
so
minute.
we definitely rep for Italy when we're there. But I'm a huge Portugal fan as well.
Portugal.
I have every single thing you can think about for Portugal. My scarf, my football shorts, my jersey, and all of those things.
So she has the full gear when she's representing outside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Are you learning to speak Italian, boy?
Buongiorno.
Clear.
Come stai? Bene.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
That's a yes. Oh my goodness. You know, Shelly-Ann, now that we're on the topic and you know, you've declared your love for Italy, which is fine. I want to talk back about, you know, because Merlene got a lot of flack basically for going off to Slovenia. And it's interesting, I read where her decision was based from an educational standpoint, where she loved running and she loved running for the country, but she also wanted to further her studies. And at the time, the opportunity came up. Under those circumstances, I see it as being justifiable. But in your opinion then, how can we help our athletes? If it comes down to them staying here, what is it that we need to do? I think what we have UTech and university. You know, you talk to a lot of athletes. What other industries do you find them being interested in? I know for you, you went into, you know.
Yeah, child and adolescent development. But I think for here in Jamaica, I think we do have everything to some extent that an athlete would want to do in school, whatever MIC, whatever UTech offers degree programming. almost everything except med school. I think they're coming out with a med school soon, but we do have everything else. But I think for some persons, it depends on the event that the athlete is doing. Because you know that a lot of our athletes now who does sprinting, 400 and hurdles and those kind of events want to stay home because we're doing well.